Hey guys, Warvet here. Want to go ahead and make a video on an idea. I have a plan idea on how to do, I guess what you would call like mass metal runs. So I have a way to set up and basically take an area and you could utilize all the metal in that area to build anything you want a little bit quicker. So basically, here's my base I've built. You can use the ground tamper right now on the water only. It's kind of bugged. It's not supposed to work at all, but you can build in the water. So what the ground tamper does is build that dirt mound right there. On that dirt mound, you can build walls and gates and then park vehicles inside of it. And you can connect these mounds to make them as big as you want. So theoretically, I could fill up this entire lake and build a wall around it, and it would be mine. So we're going to start off with this little square here first. What we need is metal walls and metal gates. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the dam, which has all the metal in it, has a furnace and I have a furnace and a workbench built inside one of the pipe rooms where all the pipes spawn. So you can just mix tons amount of metal. Now in my inventory I already have a wooden shack, a wooden door, and it's full of planks. So I can build all the gates and walls, because basically I'm going to get the metal at the dam, and so what I need to do is be able to just bring the wood with me. Now I did bring a wood axe in case I have to log some more trees, because it does take something like I think 4 or 6 planks per wall, so it takes a ton of metal. It takes 4 metal sheets, which is 8 metal bars and 4 metal planks. I think it is to build just one wall. I'm going to need about 10 more walls to secure that in. So what the idea is that once you take the metal and build it into something like a wall or a gate, any item that you can place, basically any structure item, weighs 100 pounds in bulk, or 100 bulk. So it's actually the most efficient way. So with one backpack I can carry 10 walls, whereas that would be, how many bulk would that be? 8 bricks a piece for each wall, I think it is. Each brick is 50 pounds, so something like what, for 2 or 400 per wall, somewhere in there, times 10, so it'd be like 4,000 or 5,000 bulk worth of metal you're going to be able to carry in one backpack. Basically an entire base. So the idea is that this is a way to set up, take over the dam, or not even take over the dam, just get a little place in the dam where you can just process constantly metal. Just how you back up everything you want to build. Then you have a backpack. In your backpack will be an entire base. So it's going to be like backpack in a base. Base in a backpack. Put that backwards. Anyway, so first thing to do is get to the dam. I know I'm right here, so all I gotta do is just head north. I'll run into the dam, and then from there I go into the pipe room. And what I'm gonna do is place my shack outside of the pipe room, so I can basically work into the pipe room at the dam. That'll be kind of like my workshop, where basically I'll be picking up metal and also getting metal from all the cars and all the other stuff in the area as needed, melting it through that smelter, and then using that workbench and the wood that's in my backpack to make wooden gates. I've also also brought with me a storage container, so when I put the shack down, I can put the storage container in it and basically stack as much as I want, so I can build more than 10 pieces of walls. I can build potentially as much as I want. So here's an idea of the ground tamper already built in with this guy. If you look carefully, you can see he has his Jeep parked inside, and then you can see his base is inside of that. So that was the idea with the ground tamper. Basically people kind of trolled with it so much that they took it out of the game, but for some reason it's still working in the water since this last patch. So I think it's a bug that will only work for the next couple of days or so until we want to fix it. So hopefully we'll get this fixed. The idea that I'm building down there is, down by my base, is basically just going to be a garage. Park all my cars there, because I got the base up on the hill on the lake bed, and then now I got the parking area for cars. So we're going to stack that full of cars is the idea. Put like the lookout tower and stuff in it. Have most. Alright, so there's the dam. I think it's on the left side here. Now, I mean, there's a certain room where I've kind of found a lot of metal at, but this whole dam is full of it. So a good way to get metal is basically establish a little house here, a little shack here with a storage container in it. Build a furnace if you there's one at the lake or at the dam already. Build a workbench, get yourself kind of set up right there, and then just do quick runs throughout this dam. I mean, I came here just a minute ago before this, and I used the smelter or the furnace, and I had 1,000 pounds of metal in this backpack. I ran back, and I did that in like, I mean, what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes from there and back to my base. So what I want to do now, though, is 1,000 pieces of metal only made like, I think 2 walls and a gate, or maybe 1 wall and a gate. And I need a lot more than that, so that's why I want to establish the little outpost out here. And eventually what I'll do is I'll actually build another outpost, just like the lake house that we just had, the lake base. And I'll build, you know, another one of those here, so that I can kind of have an entire outpost stocked. And I can have an entire loot room stocked full of metal. So you can potentially have like, what, you know, 100,000 pieces of metal saved. So that's kind of the little bit long-term idea. We'll be able to build little outposts everywhere. But to first get started, whenever I build an outpost, I start with like a shack. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to let me place the shack anywhere. Jonas has been banned for cheating. Good. One thing I found was kind of neat. I found the gas mask. Kind of cool looking, so I just found that here at the dam in one of the cars. It's a new item. Alright. Misty Peak Dam. I gotta remember, it's a pretty big area, so I gotta remember where that was. Where the furnace and everything was. Now these cars here too, you check them, and they're full of scrap metal. It's pretty neat. Scrap metal and metal sheets, and also pipes are here, so you can just use it all. You can see one guy started building a deck right here. Maybe fill this whole area up. See, I mean, you could take a ground tamper and like take and fill this whole square up here, and make that entire base right here. So the next thing I'll be doing is making a mega base out of the lake or something. Trying to make like the biggest base ever or something. Okay, let me think. Where was that place at? How did I get there? Exactly. I think these areas are just like nothing rooms. See, that guy just got himself a little shack out there. Now, if you're playing on PvP, you definitely want to build the basic shack like that, because you're going to want to put a metal door on it to try to secure a little bit. If you're on PvE, people can't really hurt your own structures or other people's structures, so you can just make a, I think it's, I don't know exactly what it's called, but the cheapest shack and the shack door, and you'll be fine. Okay, here we go. See, this guy already got some base built halfway in it too. He's working on. Alright, so here it is. Here's the furnace. Got all the pipes here. Now there's also, and then there's a workbench here. Now I think there's also, is it in this room back here? One of these rooms has another furnace and a whole bunch more pipes, so let's pick the best spot for our shack. It wasn't here. A bunch of pipes and stuff there though. And I was just here at nighttime, the nighttime in between in this game, in game time. So I was basically here last night and looted all these pipes and stuff, and they've already respawned, so it's a high enough spawn rate time, at least right now too, that you can really get a lot of points going. So now I was thinking if you can actually build the ground tamper's on this ground right here. I'm not sure if you can. I'm pretty sure you can't. I think it's just water, because I tried to build in the grass out there like that. Can't the ground tamper there. It's just on the water, as you see the guys got their bases. But anyways, if it was, I was going to build it all the way up to, like, you know, here or right back there, and then gate it all off, and basically I would control the entire top of the dam. Be like claiming land in the new frontier. But anyways, let's go ahead and get up here the rest of the way, just to check everything out. Make sure that where I want to build it back there, basically, which I think is fine. A lot of ammo here too. Trying to find the room. It was like this basically, but there was just pipes and metal sheets and everything, and then a furnace at the end of it. Alright, let's get going. Yeah, it was this room. Okay, it's got a furnace there, and in this room it's kind of bugged out. Basically, everything is set to it's offset a little bit on its placement, but it all floats here, so it makes it real easy to spot too. So you see all these metal pipes, you can just melt them down in this furnace here. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and place our shack around here, and then there's also one in that area too. So I was seeing to see how close I could build it here, kind of test it out. It may not even let me build up here. Let's see. I have to access my inventory. I was using a storage container of some sort. Alright, let's see if it won't. It may not, yeah, as I say, it may not even with last patch. You can't build actually on the dam. So, I guess you can. Just can't build right next to it, I guess. Get it spun around. Huh. Weird. So I can build it right there. Okay. Yeah, hopefully they'll let me put the door on it. So the only other thing is, if you're establishing a new place, you want to oh shit, make sure you bring a furnace with you if there's not a furnace either. So if I didn't have a furnace in that building, and I would have one in my inventory, and I would have it placed inside here with my storage container, so that you're already, you know, set to go. I mean, it's kind of easy to have everything ready to go. I think I need to open the door first. Usually you can use your inventory. For some reason, my video recording software is not working. It messes up the game. So, anyways, so this is kind of dangerous right now, because if someone comes by, you can kind of get in my little shack here. Can't really do much though, because I can't set the code or nothing for it. So. Alright, so there we go. And I'll just put a random code in here for now, and then always change it to my personal code, my hidden code. Let's do some random number, about 87. So now, no one can really open that unless they know that code, and I'll change it later. But anyways, alright, so we're all set. Now I can go ahead and actually throw this in here. Now the only trick is, I probably have to be standing next to the workbench in order to actually craft the metal walls. I can make the metal, but actually make the metal walls, I'll have to go in that other room. And so basically with that, all I have to do is either build a workbench real quick next to my shack out there, and you can actually build on the outside. You just have to be in the vicinity, and the walls don't really break that vicinity, so you can just build on the outside of it. Let me think. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna drink some water. Get a little dehydrated. Okay. Now keep in mind these pipes right here, they have little T end on them. They are lead pipes and they don't melt down for metal, and they don't really do anything except take a lot of space up. So you're looking for these, you know, basically cylinder, perfectly cylinder or whatever. The regular pipes. See, like I don't need that. I'm not even taking the time for ammo right now. I'm not concerned with ammo. Just want to get as much metal as I can so I can build a bunch of walls. Now what I'll probably do is actually just grab that wood and you put it in my inventory, and then I can use my inventory and the contents of this container, which will all be metal, at the same time to craft, and I should be able to craft straight from here. But I'll probably, yeah, I'll probably have to go to the other side though to grab that, to be by that workbench. That's kind of a new upgrade since the last patch, is they put in workbenches, make it a little more realistic, a little more fun. You kind of have to have a workbench in it or start really working with the metal. So one thing that's kind of bugged about this too is that once a charcoal lit fireplace or barbecue or furnace or anything, once it's lit one time, it never has to be lit again. I don't even know it has to be lit technically, as long as charcoal's in there. So I never even lit this. I came across it, and you just throw stuff in, it always works. Same thing with the barbecuer on the top of my base. I lit it like 5 days ago in game, and I can still just go in there and throw some steaks on it and they'll cook. And so the furnace I've been using for over 2 weeks in game. So basically it's just gotta have some charcoal in it, and then it'll be forever lit. Alright, so grab some of this metal here. Melt already. Alright. So now we already got, 8 pieces of metal. It's at 400 pounds of weight or something like that. I'll actually just build a that workbench right here, I think. Let's see exactly what it takes. Probably scrap metal or something like that. Probably for nails. But the cool thing is I can grab scrap metal on one of these cars probably. Where's workbench at? Am I not seeing it? Workbench. 8 nails, 4 wood sticks, 4 planks, 4 metal brackets. So you're going to need 4 metal brackets, 4 metal scrap metal. 8 nails would be, I think, maybe just about 1 more scrap metal. So we go 5 scrap metal real quick. We can make that bench if we have to. Worst case, we're just going to use the one that's over there. The reason I want it here though is so I can mass stock right next to it, because it'll be hard to carry, say, 1,000 pounds of metal, 1,000 pounds of wood, 1,000 pounds of something else. So, alright, let's kill this dude. A little bit more zombies on tonight. I've started using melee a lot more to kill him, just because you don't have to use any resources. So basically you take maybe a 10% damage on them, and you just damage your knife a little bit, which basically doesn't do nothing. So that way I can stockpile ammunition. Sometimes it's fun just to shoot them though. Otherwise I'll run around with just a 45. I keep the rifle on me, so that basically if I see a deer or something like that, or from long range, I can go basically hunting and get some food or whatever. Basically how I've been playing this game, just to make it a little bit more fun, is I don't eat any blackberries or anything like that. I only eat food that I either hunt, basically only hunt. Eventually I'm going to start a farm and grow a farm, but it makes it a little more fun. So if you are starving, it's kind of like you need to get out there and hunt, and, find some deer. Sometimes there ain't no deer out there, and it gets pretty scary. What I've been doing though is you can go into town, search the dumpsters, and you can find MREs. in there, and so I've been kind of stockpiling those a little bit. So whenever I need food, I have a food locker basically full of food. So that's kind of, I've been keeping these on me. I have to eat. Alright, middle bars. Yeah, so the only thing we're going to need to do to make things a little easier probably is grab some scrap metal. I should have probably brought a workbench with me already, since I have like 20 scrap metal back at the main base, but that way it'll make it real easy to craft. So alright, let's see. Hopefully we'll not have to search too long for them. When I was basically up here last night in game, there was scrap metal all up in these cars, so if we don't find them any right here, we'll just hoof it. Let's get rid of this guy before he becomes a problem. It's weird, like you're hitting the button and your guy waits to attack. Alright, so that dude didn't even have nothing on him. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more zombies tonight. They're starting to increase them just a little bit. I know it has to... oh shit. Press the wrong button. I know it has to do with how many players are online too, or something like that. How many players are in the vicinity or something like that. But, they just need a little bit more zombies. It's kind of good right now, so it's not too many, you know, that just get you in your way and they're just constantly fighting zombies when you're just trying to get some logs or something, but they need to put more of them. I think it'd be cool too if they spawned inside of buildings, so that'd make it a little more scary if you opened a closet door and you know, a zombie came out of it after you or something. Alright, so you can see all the metal that's in these things though. Hammers are actually one of the best things to get. Okay, so there's some scrap metal. Just need 3 more pieces and we'll be cooking with peanut oil, they say, right? Alright. See, there's more pipes on those shelves over there, all over. Metal all the way over in the dam. So I think the dam is really the place to be right now to really build up your bases, because there's just so much metal. Alright, we just need 3 pieces of scrap metal first. So definitely bring the workbench with you. I was thinking I didn't really need to, but I really don't want to be loading up and building like 1 or 2 walls at a time and then going back to the storage box and putting them in and then going back and building 1 or 2 more walls and back and forth. So what I want to do is have that workbench right by my storage container. So I already got 5 pieces right there. I think that's all I need. Let's grab another couple extra just in case. Wouldn't want to have to run all the way back here for 1 piece of scrap metal. Grab a bunch of it while we're here. Yeah, so another thing, if you're wanting scrap metal, the way to do scrap metal runs is make sure, get your backpack empty. Basically, just get what you need. Like what I'll do is just carry a knife, maybe a hunting rifle, maybe not, if I want to pick up a couple weapons on the way, if I'm looking for weapons too. So all you really need is a knife and an empty backpack, like so you can fully fill it up, and then just carry like a couple pieces of meat or a couple pieces of food, MREs or something, and a couple of purified bottles of water, and that's it. That's all you really carry. You know, compass, lighter, a little extra couple of things in your shirt, but you basically, the key is to keep your backpack completely empty and then know where you're hitting. Basically, if you're hitting scrap metal, hit cars. So what I do is I'll do a run into like Cranberry or one of the towns and just hit all the cars up. But one thing I'm learning is this dam is just loaded. I don't know if the devs purposely did that to try to encourage people to come check out the new, dam they built or what, but I mean, these cars, the RV car is loaded with scrap metal, so I would say if you need metal, of any kind, scrap metal or anything, come to the dam and you can stock up. And see, what I could do now if I wanted is I could take, instead of building that shack there, I would build like more of a house, a little bit bigger, so I could put maybe like 10 storage boxes in it. And then I could just take and do runs right here locally. Just basically fill up every storage box inside of a house full of metals. Okay, so let's see if we can... Hey. I can lock myself out. Oh my gosh. What just happened? I thought the game froze. It like froze my look, basically, so I was stuck on top of that box. Alright, that was close. So let's go ahead now and build that workbench. Build all the metal brackets, and here's the workbench. Yay! Now I probably could just put this inside here. It might be too big. Yeah. No, right there. Had it. Where'd it go? Oh. Thought I was gonna get away with it. Oh well, we can put it outside. It doesn't want to go here, I guess. Oh, right there. Alright, so now we got our own little workroom in here with the workbench to build our metal walls. So we only have 8 metal bars. We're going to need a lot more than that, but we can probably get started. So we'll just start stocking up the metal walls here. Hopefully when I get back, someone else hasn't put walls already up on my ground platform I built. Okay, so you can see how much metal it takes to build one of these things. Oh, I built an upper metal wall. Oops, I don't need that. Let's see if we can break that down. Alright. So let's throw this stuff in here that we don't need. See if we can melt that down. Don't need an upper metal wall. It's on the ground floor. So. Alright, let's see if anything's respawned yet. Yep, already got some pipes in there. Now let's see if this thing will melt down. I don't think it will, but maybe we'll get lucky. These metal sheets you can melt down to.
Come out.
Metal sheets are actually for... I'm making a video right now. I'll be out in a little bit. Everyone, meet my wife. Let's see. She's crazy. Sometimes she'll be like, "Will you go to your room and play your games and just leave me alone?" And other times she'll be like, "Can you come out here and hang out with me?" I'm like, "Which one is it?" Anyways, so it looks like the upper metal wall does not melt. But I bet these pipes will. So basically we'll just keep grabbing metal until we got enough metal walls, and then we'll go back and place them all down and have a secured in basically base ground platform. The waiting game. Dun, dun, dun. Now what I was saying was metal sheets are better to carry than metal pipes if you don't have anything to melt them down, because a metal sheet is 100 bulk, makes a 1 metal bar. A metal pipe is 150 bulk and only melt down for 1 metal bar. So you basically get free 50 extra bulk. Now it's even better to break them down because each metal bar is only 50, so you can cut down the weight on that a little bit more. Hey, close. Anybody coming here and stealing my stuff out of my box. Alright, so now we got 10 more. Now we're gonna need, you can see the planks are already going quickly, we're gonna need some more wood here in a minute. So I just want a regular metal wall, not upper metal wall. There we go. Oh, I shouldn't have melted down those sheets, because it takes 2 metal pieces of metal to make 1 sheet. I could have just used the sheets. Oh well. Alright, so there we go. Metal wall, 1. We just need 9 more now. No problem. And then we'll be able to carry all of them back I have a backpack full of metal walls. And like I said, you can do it either way. If you're not making metal walls, you can just carry a backpack, do this, same setup, get a backpack full of 1,000 metal and then back to your base with it. Or, you know, all the metal scraps or whatever you want. So definitely is open. So you can see they're spawning pretty quick too. Grab all the rest of this crap, melt it down. So you know what else I'm gonna do? That there's one of those cars over there that had 3 metal sheets in it. That's almost a metal wall right there, for sure. So throw this stuff in here. So I have all that weight with me. And so you could see if I was not actually building metal walls to carry with me, I would already be almost fully full on a backpack, because it was something around close to 20 pieces of metal. Basically, I think it was 18 or so like that filled this up when I had it. I mean, but anyway, so you could fill up already that quick, basically, as this video was. You could fill up a bag of metal on your own, doing runs like that. So I guess the whole point of this video is if you want to do metal, go to the dam. And if you want to really stockpile it, build yourself a shack at the dam and kind of make it efficient to where you can build anything you want of that. Because like I said, with that shack over there, basically I would be able to build an entire base just by standing right here on this place. Just by working the way I'm working, and I could get everything I need to place a base, you know, and then place it down with in the first stop. So find out where you want to place it and just go place an entire base. So you could basically make a base every day, like an outpost every day of playing this game, every evening you play. Or you could make a huge base and every day add on like a full new square, you know. So, and that's probably what I'll be doing basically for the next big video, is making a huge mega lake base, just to see how big it can go and how many cars I can stockpile and everything. I think they said there's 100 cars in the game. It's I think it'd be kind of funny. What if I add 100 cars? I get them all eventually over a long period of time, and have all the cars in the game in my base. That'd be pretty neat. I'll be a car salesman in game. Alright, I'm about to, because I have that base out in the wilderness, or not the wilderness, the off-field campsite, which basically spawns a lot of recurve bows and hunting rifles. I already have probably like 50 hunting rifles back at the base. So I'm trying to think, what am I going to do with it once I get them all done. I was thinking like on maybe just give them all away on Christmas or something. Try to think of something really cool to do with them. It's going to have like 1,000 weapons to give away. Okay, we got 8. I think that's enough for one more on another wall. I think it takes 8. Let's see. Where'd it go? Metal wall. It's always under the metal sheet. Okay. 4 wood planks, so I think we can make 3 more metal walls with the amount of wood planks that we have here. You know, if we need to, we can grab that axe that I have, basically, and we can, with an empty backpack, I can go cut down, you know, like shoot almost 20 logs and bring them and drop them in here too. So that's what I've learned is the best way for me to really build, is focus on one resource at a time, fill up an entire backpack with it, bring it back, drop it off. That's how I do runs. So if I'm doing a logging run, you know, I'll log till my backpack is full and then drop all 20 logs off of the back of the storage container. I don't know if any zombie. Let me see if I can push this zombie. That'd be kind of cool. That's kind of messed up. He climbed up the wall. There, he fell now. H1z1 wearable crate. Oh cool, they just gave me a crate. I don't know. I just got a crate dropped into my inventory. The thing with those is you have to, I'm bleeding. You have to buy a key from them to use, like a $2.50 key or something. Alright, I'm bleeding, so I need to go get my bandages on. I usually carry 5 bandages with me for every run. 5 bandages, 2 MREs, 1 medikit just in case something really goes bad, a piece of charcoal in case I need to light a furnace or something, a lighter, a compass. I always just keep this for good luck because I never had to use it, I guess. I haven't died as long as I've had it. And I always have my flashlight, and that's pretty much it. And then I'll keep 2 bottles of water here, and the rest we'll run with. So there's those metal sheets I wanted to get. Alright. Just double check, make sure there wasn't any metal sheets in this too. Actually, my guy's energy is 9%. I better eat some food. Alright. Okay, so that's pretty much all the metal sheets there. So now what I'll do is when I get back here, make a couple metal walls. If I come back into these warehouses and the pipes haven't respawned, then we'll just go search out a little bit further to hit the cars, and we'll get some more metal sheets out of the cars. Pretty soon we'll have an entire base of walls. That's the plan. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. Alright, so put that in there. I should have melted that down, that's why I grabbed it. But anyways. So I got 4 metal sheets. I think that's enough for a wall. Metal wall. Alright, now we have 3 metal walls. You can see how each one of them is only 100 bulk. So all that metal you can be condensed down into 100. Unfortunately, you can't break this down back into metal, but so be sure you're building exactly what you want to build is the idea on that one. Alright, so we can build one more before we have to go logging. So let's go see if we can find a little bit more. Now hopefully we don't run out of food and have to go back to the base, which we already have run out of food. I guess I didn't have any MREs left, so hopefully then I should say we find a deer and get ourselves some food. And we don't have to go all the way back to the base just for MREs. Alright, pipes are already back, so this is pretty easy. Don't even have to go explore, you can just keep running them back and forth. Ah, my guy keeps overrunning. And I'll leave that upper metal wall here for somebody. If somebody wants to grab it and gets a free upper metal wall, they need it. So basically what I'm doing right now too is listening for footsteps, so if another player comes up I want to get back in this furnace before he does, because if you're looking in, you've activated it, he can't get in here and look at it. You can only activate an unactivated furnace. Does that make sense? Anyways, same thing with fireplaces or anything, so if you try to access it, it'll say something like you have to wait for the other player, or another player is currently accessing this item or something like that. So right now this is all safe. So keep that in mind if if someone is coming on, say it's PvE, and they got into your base and they snuck in right behind you, didn't hear them, and they waited for you to open the gate and they snuck in with you or something. If there is an open container that you don't want them to steal from, if you go activate it, just open it, he won't be able to get into it. So then you just kind of have to do that and walk away until he logs out or something. So you got to be real careful on the PvE. Basically, your worst enemy is the troll. People just looking for ways to break the game, So gotta be prepared, because it was real bad in the first patch. It was real bad. They had the game messed up. Base rating, you could just build a furnace and jump over people's walls, and then you could use a wrench to take out their their doors or doing other doors. The doors you can beat up, but you use a wrench to destroy the entire shack around it. So the door would stay still, stand there. The rest of it would disappear, and then you could just rob the whole base. You could use landmines to burn bases and stuff. So it was kind of fun, but it was kind of glitched because they're sitting there doing it right in front of you, and you can't even kill them. You're just like, hey man, thanks for stealing my shit. So, anyways, metal walls. Hopefully we have enough here for another one. Another metal wall. Alright. There's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're about halfway there. Now what we need to do though, because we're out of the wood, is not go this way. I need to go get some wood. Go cut down some trees real quick. So I need to get down there without dying. No falling off, that would not be good. Let's see, what was the quickest way? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get off this at all. Hopefully I can. Looks like that hill goes up there. Might be able to go hit that forest up, grab a bunch of logs, come back before it's even late. See, I don't want to necessarily drop off this though and not be able to get back up. It's kind of a drop. I'm gonna have to run back up around through the forest that way. That's fine because I'll go through. Oh shit! Go through the forest anyways. So let's kill this dude first, so he doesn't come smack us in the back. Alright, so killing him with the axe is pretty good. It seems to do a lot more damage. So you can kind of knock him around a little bit more. So here's how I log. Got an empty backpack and an axe. And I just freaking fill up my backpack. So basically we'll just cut down trees until it says you drop some logs. Or I can count, because I know I basically have 950 space, so there's 2 right there, which I think is 100. Get all the logs I need. The good thing about doing runs like this is that if you fill up your backpack, you got as much as you can, and a lot of times you have leftover. So you always have a storage box that you can go grab a couple of things if you need to. You know, if you just need to build, oh, I just need one, you know, one little box or something. You usually have enough left over to go grab it. And then when you're doing mass building, like building entire bases, you get a whole run worth of stuff. Now they lowered the log weight. It used to be, I think, 100 weight per log, so they've made it a lot better now. You can carry, you know, twice as many. Basically log out a whole area. Once they turn the zombies up, you're gonna have to, you know, have everybody protecting you and constantly be fighting too, because these make a lot of noise. And you can actually see logs falling from a good distance. So in PvP, it's a good thing that you can spot players that way. Anyways, so there you go. Basically, just log that forest. Now we gotta figure out how to get back up here. I don't think this is gonna work. Nope. What I need to do actually is build a furnace right here. If I had enough, let's place it and I could jump on the furnace and probably jump up to the top. That'd be a good way to easily log this area and also be in quick contact to the back to where my base is, basically. Let's see if we can get up this way. Not looking good. And I'm not trying to die right now. Man, I'm not gonna go dropping down that ledge and yeah, the drops on this game are dangerous because you basically can't walk, so you overrun ledges and then fall off like that right there, basically, but all the way up. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to go around. Let's see. There we go. Let's see if I can get up over here. I think I can. There's stairs right there. So we'll get up here, make a few more walls, and then head back to the base. And then see what it's like to basically finish an entire ground area. Now, there is a Jeep here somewhere too. So my next thing that I'm going to be working on is getting, carrying a battery and spark plugs around with me, so that I can, you know, when you come across a Jeep, you basically have to have a battery and spark plugs at least to get it running. And then basically I'll be able to take the Jeep and go park it back in the ground area that I built with where we're building the walls for right now. And then, you know, just a tip, if you don't know, you basically, when you kill animals, you get their fat, animal fat, and you can cook that in a fireplace or a barbecue pit and make biofuel that you can use as fuel for your vehicles. So we'll be doing that pretty soon. Okay, so now we got all the wood we need for a while. Now we just need to go get some more metal. My energy and hydration are at 25 and 35%. It's usually in the bottom right hand corner. I think my video basically covers it, and I don't know how to change the position of the video with Gamecast. I'm kind of like a lazy game video maker. I don't put too much effort into it. I just try to have an easy hobby. Alright, so metal sheets were not melting down. We're going to use them, so that's a good find. Go ahead and melt these down. Now I think this is only going to be 3 bars, which isn't enough. You need 4 metal sheets, so 2 bars make 1 sheet. So I'll have to go hit up the other side again. Go on. There you go. Okay, so we can only make one more metal sheet at that point. So let's go over here. One last check. Probably have to head back to the base because I don't have I don't have any food on me. And my water's getting low and I can't fill up the water bottles unless I can access my inventory. So the button doesn't work all the time, so I need to haul back to the base here pretty quick. See if there's any more metal in here. I think those are all the regular ones. A couple of pipes. Okay. Plus my guy is permanently sprinting too, so it's a weird little bug when I use a video or record video or stream. It permanently makes my guy sprint instead of jogging, so my hydration goes down super quick. And then, so then he overruns also, doesn't stop as quick. And then also my inventory doesn't work unless I access it. So you can see my water bottles are empty and I don't have any food, so I'm gonna have to make this our last wall and we'll get out of here. Ugh, Don't walk too far up on that. What he's doing is stepping up on top of that box, and his head's like stuck in the wall. I need to melt this stuff down. Dang it. Alright, let's just make sure there's nothing respawned. Oh, we got some more. Nice. So the respawn rate is pretty high right now, I'd say. Just run around the corner and they'll be back again. Alright, so this should be enough to make a couple more walls. Hopefully. Go, go, go. Go, go. Come on. Melt. Melt. There we go. Alright. Oh my gosh, stop. I'm gonna get stuck in here, dude. They like spun my guy around automatically. It's weird. Yeah, so these shacks are pretty small. That's kind of the obvious downfall of it. Alright, anyways. Let's see. Metal walls. Metal walls. Alright. That's pretty much going to be all of it because I can only make 2 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we'll head back with that since we need food and water. Now I know it's south of me, so I use my compass. It's top right hand corner. Basically, we come across that way. Hold on a sec, actually. Yeah, it's down that way, I think. Okay. So let's haul Bug back. I don't know if I want to go that way. I'll go up around this way. Wait, make sure to grab those. Okay, 5 metal walls. Got it. So my hydration is probably going to be at 0%. I'm trying to figure out how I can do that. Usually what I could do right now is I could just go down the lake and use my bottles to drink dirty water. And I basically would just drink that until I was, you know, good enough to run the rest of the way until I could get to purified water, which would work, but I don't know how I'm going to do that since I can't access my inventory. Hopefully we make it back. We're at 8%. Can dehydrate a little bit, the health doesn't drop too bad. Alright, come on, let's go. Alright, this might be a way to do it. Let's see. I'm in the water. Alright, it's working. So I had to be standing in the water, and luckily there's a little trap right there so I could access my inventory. A little rabbit trap. Now those are a way, if you really want to be able to survive easily, just build rabbit traps and they respawn just like that metal does, so you can just fill up with food basically. You can literally sit down next to it and you know, pick up a piece of meat out of it, cook it, go back to it, and there's another trap inside of it, or another piece of meat trapped in it. So they really need it. I think that they should actually take out rabbit traps and blackberries and make the game a lot more fun for survival. Because right now, you don't need to hunt, you don't need to cook, you don't need to farm, you don't need to do anything to survive. All you have to do is just sit down next to a rabbit trap with a bottle of water in a lake, like right here. I could sit here and survive for basically ever. So go ahead and drink some dirty water, get myself filled up a little bit so we can make it back to the base. My food's getting pretty low too, but that should last us till we get back to the base, and we can see some MREs that I have stored there. Be fine. So if I really, was basically not making a video, if I was really just crafting, then I would have probably went out and went hunting and made sure I had just kept myself going, food and water, used a campfire to purify my water or whatever, and get myself back up on that side, and then I wouldn't have left the damn little shack that I built until I had a backpack completely full, with 10 pieces of this. I don't have any food. I mean, see, I have to go cut down a tree real quick, cook that rabbit. Let's see. There's zombies. Let's just run back to base. Let's just get back past the island with the fort on it, basically, and then past the water fort. We'll be back at our house. We're at 0% energy. We're about to start starving. Let's see how bad it hurts me. I just went to 73%. Yeesh. If it gets real bad, I'll just grab a blackberry and eat it. Just to keep myself from starving, just for the sake of the video. Let's see how bad it hurts. I guess it takes more than 25% damage each time it hits you with your starving penalty. So we're going to do a little testing here right now. I'm at 73%, so unless I took any damage before, I don't know. My health just went to 74%. It said I'm dying from starvation, and my health went to 74%. So I guess I didn't take any damage and actually naturally healed one point there for a second. Alright, so the guy had built a little shack right there in the cave we just ran by. That should be cranberry right there. And then you can always tell where the campsite is where I live, because you can see that white line all the way across the lake. That white line over there, that white spot, basically is the boat ramp. One thing I'm really looking forward to someday is that they implement a fishing system with boats that you could, put on a little boat trailer and tow it with your Jeep, take it to the lake and go fishing. I think that'd be fun. Be out there fishing and then zombies climb up on your boat, try to kill you and destroy your day. And you're reminded that it's the zombie apocalypse. You can't be happy in fishing. If you do, the world will destroy it. Alright, so we're almost there, almost back to the base. Go ahead and put these walls down. So, and like I was saying before, what I would do is I would get the ground tamper, build about 4 or 5 of them, and then stack up with, about 40 or 50 walls, and then pick a place where I want to build the base and then place it all down at one time, which is what I'll show a video on next time, because what I'm running the risk of right now is my base. If someone came by with metal walls and has a backpack full of metal walls, or sees my ground tamper out there and puts the metal walls on it, they could come by and even just build one gate. If a guy puts one gate on my ground that I built out here, then basically it's useless to me because I could only build around it. Hey babe, I'm finishing making my video. What's going on? You look angry. What's wrong? Oh, you're bored? Well, check this out. I'm about to build my base. Okay. Thanks, babe, for letting me know what time it is. I appreciate that.
Really, babe? You're gonna try to be a smartass?
Just trying to make a video, babe. That's all I'm trying to do. What's that?
You're not even making. Am I on camera? Am I under?
Your freaking voice is. If you come sit over here in front of me,
Great.
you'll be on it. Alright. So, let's get in here and get some food. Now, I don't always shut this gate because it really doesn't matter if someone gets in this base because they can't, they just, I mean, they could put down a little house or something to troll me, but they can't get in here unless that door is open, so let's go to my food locker. I don't need stupid branches, they just take up space. Well, you can make torches out of them. Food. So I'm probably going to have to do another food run here pretty soon. I'm getting pretty low. That's probably what I'll have to do next. Alright, so there we go. We're back up to now at 80%. Close that just in case. Let's see if this thing's working. I put this in here last time. It's kind of hard to hit. You have to hit it like at a certain spot that doesn't really show. Alright, so it made one dirty water. And I had one purified automatically in there. I'll just drink that. And I'll leave that in there because I have the 2 bottles on me. I think. Let's see. Check that again. Yeah, I don't need that bottle either. I only carry 2 on me at a time. Take up too much space. Alright, here's my little lake house and barbecue pit. If you haven't seen the other videos, check it out. Go ahead and purify that water. Alright, so while I'm getting the water going, let's see if we can place some of this stuff out here. Now I was thinking the gate, I'll probably want to put it, I could put it on either side there so I can, if I have a vehicle I could drive up and drive in, but I could put it right here so you just blast out across the lake and go straight to it, but I'll build it to the right over there just to be normal on it. So let's see, how do I do this without accessing my inventory? Now I also have a couple more walls and a gate in my wood shed for this area. Durgan has been banned for cheating. Alright, can we put it like, don't fall off. There we go, right there. That's where I want to put him at. Gotta get a little closer. Okay. So this is a little bit harder. Usually, when you're not recording, you can just put them, you know, go in your inventory and place the walls really easily. I have to go outside. It's gonna make it a little more difficult. Okay. I guess we'll jump down. Hopefully I don't die. Okay, now this is kind of ridiculous because I can't just go into my inventory. Making it kind of a long roundabout way of putting things. Is that door shut? Okay, just in case anybody wants to troll and run up in here while I'm doing this. Basically just keep running. At least they made it to where you can move now while you place objects. You used not to be able to do that, so that makes things a lot better. Alright. Yeah, so I'm glad the ground tamper is working at least a little bit because it used to be, they took it completely out of the game. And it has a really good potential. Like, right now all you can build is little bases, little outposts. But with the ground tamper that enables you to build that dirt mound in the water, or eventually anywhere, man, you can build huge cities, outposts, you know, not outposts, you know, compounds and stuff, so it's pretty neat. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to run to my crafting shed, grab the gate and the wall that's in there, and put all the rest of the pieces down. Kind of get an idea on how the base works. So basically, I don't think I have enough right now to actually totally wall in everything. So what I am going to be doing, yeah, metal gate and 2 metal walls. See, so you can kind of see how I basically advance or stretch out, branch out as I build a shed with a workbench and a furnace, build a base, then move my next place, build a shed. You start with a shed, build a base off that. So it's kind of how you can basically build an outpost at each place, at each point of interest in the game. Have bases all throughout the game. So that's my recommendation, especially in PvP. You know, don't put all your eggs in one basket kind of area, and have a lot better control over an entire area that way, or an entire map. Alright, let's go place this metal gate down there. Put that arbitrary number in there. What was it, 8787? And then I'll change that when I get on. To my secret private code that nobody knows. Alright, let's go. 3 more. So if I would have, you know, stayed there a little bit longer and got all 10 pieces, then I would be completely closing the base, but kind of was in a hurry. You heard my wife, right? gotta get going. But I'll definitely finish this tomorrow, and then the next video I make will be, like I said, a huge mega lake base. We can kind of get a good idea on what it's like once they get the ground tamper going, that, you know, isn't being used for trolling or nothing. So once they actually get it in the game, we'll be able to actually see, you know, what it's like, what a full like compound looks like instead of a base. So I mean, because it's basically limitless how big you want to make it once they get it going. So I think it'll be fun once we can actually build them out in the sorry, no more right there. Once we build them out in the you know, forests and stuff like that, so be able to build them anywhere. Alright. Now, one thing that the devs did say they were working at maybe having in the next patch is being able to use your torches as weapons again, so you can burn people. And they're also going to be implementing what's it called, restraints. So basically get a rope or some cuffs, and you could kidnap or take someone hostage and then drag them back to your base. If you can drag, I don't know if you can move them or not, but get them to go back to your base, and you could have a ritualistic burning or something of people. So it'd be fun. Lots of different things we'll be able to do in this game. Alright, so basically I just need to get, how many is it? I think it's 3 for a wall. So I need about 6 more, and I'll finish this base. And then I'll be able to drive in my car in here, fill this full of cars. I can build another foundation base here if I wanted, and then I could actually build a second layer, and it would be, and I could connect that base and this base together. So, but for this outpost, I'm basically just going to have, this will be my garage or my parking area for all my vehicles, and that will be my base up there. So I'll go ahead and knock out this out the rest of the way. Just want to show you, you know, a great way to basically build quickly and efficiently, and just fill your backpack full of metal, and, you know, really get going on stuff like that. So you can see there, I filled up half my backpack with these walls, so I could definitely build an entire base in a backpack and just unpack that backpack wherever I wanted to go. So hope that helps, guys. If you like the video, you know, like it, subscribe to see the next one's coming out. Doing a lot of H1z1 PlanetSide 2 on PS4. We'll be doing that, a lot of PS4 games as they come out. And check out the Twitch and follow that so you can see the live show. I'm always giving stuff away, giving out custom t-shirts and stuff like that to followers. So not that big of a deal right now, so if you follow, you have a pretty good chance of getting giveaways every weekend whenever I do them. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.